How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we have a game where Mickey Mantle makes a play with the game on the line in ranked season, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And in this gameplay, I'm also going to be unlocking Anthony Santander. Right now, I'm going to be making my debut with that card. I've been trying out a few different cards. I've also been trying to unlock a couple of the cards that came out most recently. Trying to get that Last Ride David Ortiz, that Mike Mussina. I'm working on Stan Musial. I should have him after I play this game. And then a couple other program cards as well with the April Spotlight program. Still haven't completed that. But I wanted to try to get Anthony Santander. And the only reason I unlocked him is because I feel like his price was at a pretty good spot. I don't usually like to lock in my stubs early on in the year. But as you can see from my team, I have Roki Sasaki and Anthony Santander, which are two collection cards. The only reason I got those players is because I was able to get some pre-order rewards, or at least some pre-order cards for really, really cheap. I bought a bunch of them when the game first dropped for about 1,600 stubs, and then I sold all of them for around 10,000 stubs. So you could kind of do the math there. If I bought like 25 to 30 of those cards, I was able to get about 300,000 stubs, not profit, but 300,000 stubs in total. So that's how I was able to get those two players and kind of build the rest of my team. Now, I still have about 200,000 stubs in the bank, so that is why I felt like it was okay to lock in those players, because I still have enough to kind of buy and sell more and make more stubs that way. But anyway, we are using Clay Buchholz in this one, starting off the game down by a few runs here, down by 4 runs. And I've been losing just about every single ranked game that I've played. Not losing them all, but losing to start with, right? Start the game, down by a run, down by 2, down by 4. I think the biggest deficit I've had is like a 5-run deficit. But I just have not been able to pitch that well. My hitting has been okay. My hitting has been what's kept me in these games. And it's not like I'm playing bad. It's not that I'm playing good either. I'm just playing kind of good enough to win. Right now my record is 9-2, so we're gonna get a couple of games in. It might be 8-2, 9-2, somewhere in that range. But here we had Anthony Santander go deep, and then Jason Varitek goes deep to make it a 4-3 ball game. At least we're kind of narrowing that deficit, but we're getting into the later part of this game. Top of the 8th inning, fast forward, just a few innings there. We still have Rafi Devers in the lineup. I'm probably gonna get rid of this card just because he has gone up in price a little bit. I don't think I'll necessarily keep him on the squad forever, but I wanted to at least try him out. I have some other guys that I can use. Here I missed a potential 3-run shot with Anthony Santander, a second one. Would have been nice to hit 2 homers in one game with him. That's what I did in Rafael Devers' debut, was hit 2 home runs in one game. But here we have Mickey Mantle, top of the 9th. We need to get something going here in this 4-4 game. Mickey Mantle has been a little bit of an inconsistent hitter for me. His front foot is always lagging. It's always stuck in the air, and then he puts it down very, very quickly. It's like really fast stride animation. There's a lot of inconsistencies still with the stride animation. I know that there almost kind of has to be in terms of timing up the different pitches. I've seen a lot of different people talk about tempo hitting, or hitting with some type of rhythm, watching that front foot. A lot of people have talked about that in the past. It's not just this year, but it is still in the game, and it looks like this opponent kind of gave up on that one. I'm not really sure, but we end up taking the lead 6-4, and then that opponent quit out. So we're going to get into another game here. Couple of diamonds. We got a diamond to start the video in Tyler O'Neill. We got another diamond pack here, and I've pulled a bunch of diamonds. I've pulled probably about, 15 diamond players so far in this game, but only one of them has been any good, and I kept him. I got Francisco Lindor out of a pack, and that has been my shortstop ever since I picked him up. Plugged him right into the lineup, and this guy's got a lot of good live series cards. He had Mike Trout right there. Mike Trout goes deep. Now we got to get something going. We're facing Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and really my only loss this year was from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I thought he was a pretty tough pitcher to hit, but I also kind of lost that game myself, right? I don't really feel like the opponent beat me necessarily as much as I beat myself in that game. And then the next game after that one, we had a disconnect. So I've really only taken one loss, and it was to Yoshinobu Yamamoto. But here we get two outs for a run. I'll trade 2 outs for a run earlier in the game. Not something I would have liked to do there. Kind of felt like I was like the Diamondbacks have been playing a couple times recently, where they'll get a couple guys on, score one, but they did not capitalize on the full inning. But anyway, we take a lead there, 2-1 lead. Jason Varitek line shot off the top of the wall. Would have loved for that one to get out. That card's been really, really solid for me. Way better than the other catcher I was using. Now we're going with Ian Kinsler off the bench. He brought in a lefty, and I had Ted Williams coming up. I wanted to use the 125 clutch, and that's the main reason why I got that Ian Kinsler card, because he does have some good speed. I was able to steal second base, but the 125 clutch attribute, and he does have a quick two-handed swing, very similar to Gil Hodges, very similar to Barry Larkin, very similar to even some common cards have that quick two-handed swing that are very good. I was using like Jackson, Malloy, Rogers, or something like that, trying to get the Tigers team affinity done for Jackson Jobe, and that was a good common card. Trying to get the Last Ride program done using a couple commons, some different guys like that. But here Mickey Mantle is smacking one up the middle. Pretty solid base hit. He's having himself a game here. Hit a home run, hit a double, or a triple, I guess, in the last one. Here we got Ian Kinsler up once again, and he gets another base hit. That's a hard hit. He bobbles it, but that speed is why. I ended up trying to steal second once again, got thrown out. And then on the very next pitch, hit a home run there with Francisco Lindor. I'm not really sure if the opponent would have thrown that fastball up and away. If I had the guy on first base, probably not, because he could have had an opportunity to get a double play. So we'll take that. We'll take the home run. I don't know if he would have thrown that sequence anyway, but nonetheless, this opponent's not going down without a fight. In the bottom of the ninth inning, he hits a two-run shot with Corey Seager. I just could not locate to the previous batter. We end up walking him. And then I don't know what the heck just happened there with Roman Anthony out there in right field. Just misses the ball completely. And then now with the game on the line, he rips a base hit up the middle. Mickey Mantle on a blue throw throws out the runner to win the game. With the game on the line, Mickey gets it done at the plate. And then also on the, I guess, defensive side of things, I just really haven't been playing that good at defense. As you can see here, though, to start the next one, on defense, give up a home run to begin the game there. Adrian Beltre goes deep off of one knee. He hit that no-doubt shot. That was kind of cool to see off the replay, though, if I'm being honest. Then he hits another one with J.J. Weatherholt. So once again, just like the last couple games, we're losing early on here in this ranked game. Doesn't really help with the pitcher's confidence either. Plus, I've been using pretty much my entire bullpen, so I need to get like 1 or 2 games here on this World Series run where my pitcher goes like more than 3 or 4 innings. Like, that'd be really nice to get maybe like 5 innings out of a starter. But I can't really do that if I'm giving up runs every other inning or every inning to begin the game. But they were getting a couple of Capital Lang home runs there. Had a few in this video, right? One with Mickey Mantle down the right field line. That one with Marcelo Mayer down the left field line, opposite field. And then finally, that is a home run probably at any park. Even the Baltimore Orioles field, that's gone. But that is Francisco Lindor. Seems to hit a home run every single game for me. Definitely a solid card. Not somebody I want to get rid of anytime soon. Even though I have thought about picking up Ellie De La Cruz. I have thought about picking up Ketel Marte and putting that guy at second base and mixing up my team a little bit. I just don't know. I really like the squad I have. Right now I'm at 660 rating. I played that last game, was on Hall of Fame as well. First time playing Hall of Fame in like 2 years for me. But all around, pretty good team. This is what my team's going to be in the next video. I definitely sold Rafi Devers. I sold a couple guys, but I'm going to put Jarren Duran back in there at center field. Sold Mickey Mantle. But that's going to do it for this one. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.